Welcome to your source for everything high school esports, and today we are recapping all of the action from week 4 of the HSEL Spring Major.
Let's try versus Cancun. Cancun's already found his first. He needs to go huge for the squad, and he does. We said that he needed to step up.
But Easton has something to say about that as he flip resets his way down into the net, and it's a lead now for the Seminoles.
Before we get into the action, I need to share a quick announcement for all of the players in New York, Texas, and California, because you are getting your own state playoffs and championship this season. That's right, at the end of the Spring Major, we will be taking the top 16 teams from the regular season in each of those states to compete in their own single elimination tournament to be crowned Spring Major state champion. Winner gets a $1,000 scholarship for each player, and the top 8 schools get free entry into HSEL next year. The link's in the bio for more information about the state tournaments, and with that, now we can get into the action. Our ranked Valorant teams are still dominating this season's leaderboards. Hebron, the number 1 ranked team, sits at the top with a 4-0 record, alongside Lake Braddock, the number 2, VHHS, and the Wichita East Blue Aces. NQHS, an unranked team who beat the 9th ranked team in Whitney High, also flexes a 4-0 record amongst the top teams. We'd also like to shout out Frisco Liberty's team, who continues to hold on to their undefeated record as well, and whose student coach is this year's inaugural Discord class president for the class of 2022. Let's see if Liberty High's Redhawks can find the same success as their very own class president this season. Recapping week 4 into our Rocket League matches, Carmel Esports is continuing to have a bit of a rough patch. The number 2 team in our league, Carmel Varsity, lost yet another matchup this week to Paloma Valley High School. Carmel's club team did manage to even out their record though with a 2-2 after beating Garnett Valley's B team. Dog Dynasty, Eisenhower High, La Cueva, and Snyder High all remain undefeated as some of our top ranked teams in the league. Poly Prep, the number 1 ranked team, while also undefeated, has only played 2 matches this season. Moving on to Vanguard, there was an upset between 2 of our ranked teams this week. Gainesville High, the number 7th ranked team, beat North Shore Senior High, the number 1 ranked team in the league. The Crestwood Chargers, ranked 2, Leviathan's A team, ranked 6th, and Gainesville all sit with a 4-0 record entering the 5th week of the season. Crestwood actually knocked out the Leviathans team right before semifinals last fall, and it looks like both teams are bringing their A game during the Spring Major. Playoffs are bound to be exciting this season. Looking into our R6 PC League, we saw the biggest upset of the week, if not of the season. The Ridgewood Maroons, probably one of the most highly anticipated teams to enter R6 PC, faced off against the number 1 ranked team, the Jesuit Rangers. This was truly the matchup we were waiting for to see, the real test of the Maroons roster, and they exceeded our expectations. This unranked roster pulled out a victory and defeated the number 1 ranked team, the Jesuit Rangers. This means the Maroons continue to be undefeated this season, and the Jesuit Rangers now carry a 3-1 record. When looking at the chess leaderboards, we see a familiar team name, Vandergriff. While not previously ranked, Vandergriff, High Tech LA, and Anthony all have maintained a perfect 4-0 record with a 100% win rate among their competition. The number 1 ranked player, Samik from Ranchero Solano, has still only played 1 game so far. As for Valley Christian High, who dominated our ranks early in the spring season, only one of their players sits with a positive record now. Eric from Valley Christian, the number 2 ranked player in the league, has an even record of 2-2, just like his fellow teammate, Tony. As for the number 6 ranked player, Tyson, he had maintained a 3-0 record up until the 4th week, where he unfortunately lost to Sanheeve from Chambly High, a new face we have yet to see much gameplay from. Currently on the PlayStation 2K leaderboards, Jaden K is dominating the title with a 100% win rate across all of his matchups. Jarrett from Saxon and Ahmad from Cinnaminson are tied for 2nd with a 3-0 record. Ahmad's teammate Zion, the number 1 ranked 2K player from last season, still undefeated but only has 2 rounds played this season. As we move over to the Xbox leaderboards, some of you may be happy to hear the Maroons are finally having an upset. Declan, the number 1 ranked player from Wedgwood, had to forfeit in round number 4. While not as exciting as a traditional loss, the forfeit will be setting Declan's record back to 2-1. Players Anthony from HHS and Jaden from Spring Hill are among some of the top players on the leaderboard with a 3-0 record, while Alex from RHS and Gabe from PalMac are sitting at a 3-1 record. Moving on to our Xbox R6 League, we get to see 2 top teams in the league go head-to-head in week number 4. The Ridgewood Maroons, who have nearly dominated every title they're competing in this season, takes the Rancho San Juan Trailblazers' undefeated run. Now with a record of 4-0, the Ridgewood Maroons are an incredible force to be reckoned with in this R6 season. OABCIG, the number 3 ranked team, hasn't even played a single match since losing to the Maroons in round number 1. As we take a look at the PlayStation division, there are no longer any undefeated teams, meaning it's anyone's game. Intent City, an unranked team who has been leading the pack, lost to the AECI Tigers in round number 4, leaving Intent City with a 3-1 record, now tied amongst the third-ranked team, Bishop Cyclones, and a well-known competitor, Atascocita, who also lost to the AECI Tigers. Wholly named the number 1 team in the league, has yet to show us much of their skills with a forfeit in round 3 and a bye in round 4. In our CSGO league, unranked Novi and Bayside are dominating the leaderboards. Both teams stand at a 4-0 record, while Milburn, the number 1 ranked team, is currently at a 3-0 record. The Chaminade Griffins are neck and neck with Milburn, while the remaining ranked teams are off to a slower start. Atascocita and Charter School of Wilmington in particular are struggling more so, with the number 2 team, Charter School of Wilmington, having a 1-1 record, and Atascocita, the 4th ranked team, sitting on a 2-1 record. With Minecraft, we should probably clarify the match results we covered last week, or actually the preseason games. Yeah, we screwed up. But as far as the regular season, Anchelon, Noah K Up, and BTWB are the top performing players in our Minecraft survival games. Anchelon with 373 points, Noah K Up with 351, and BTWB with 349. Noah K Up, the 2nd place competitor at the moment, and K4 Otto, the 4th place competitor on the leaderboard for this season, were actually 3rd and 1st respectively in the preseason. Ambu, the 14th ranked player, is currently 251st, while other ranked players like Waterpan at 23 and Awarm sit relatively close to another on this season's leaderboards at 53 and 55. Taking a look into Halo, we recognize all of our leaders from last week: Bosco Braves, Platypulse Gaming, and TVHS Vikings, each of these teams flexing a 4-0 win streak. Xavier Saints and CF Ambush are just behind them with a 3-0 record. Sunny Hills High, Atascocita, and Monsignor Farrell, who are all some well-known teams in our league at this point, are all tied around 2nd and 3rd with a 3-1 record. Atascocita's Halo Red team actually lost out to the Bosco Braves in round number 4, and Monsignor Farrell's Lions lost to none other than the Ridgewood Maroons. While the Maroons haven't played many rounds, they currently sit 2-0 with a 100% match win rate. Our leaders better be prepared when it comes to facing off against the Maroons. And that's going to do it for week number 4's recap. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're still here so you don't miss out on any of these reports, and I will see you guys next week.